everyone, and welcome to Mommy Mondays. My name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm the mother to this lovely little baby boy. He's about 5.5 months old now. I think I had said that for a while, but I think I was off. I was counting a little too ahead. So he's going to be 6 months here shortly, and I'm very excited about that because we're going to be jumping into things such as baby-led weaning, which we've already been dabbling with. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Also, because this means that, as you can tell, he's sitting up by himself. He does need support, which is why I'm sitting around him. He's not leaning on me yet, but I do help guide him because at the same time, he has a considerably big head. So the last thing I need is for him to tilt over and fall, because that's happened. But anyway, so thank you for those who have been watching our channel. Yeah, this is him. I don't show him often, but I thought I would show you guys him here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Basically, I talk about how motherhood has been for me. I talked about it before I gave birth to him and what pregnancy was like. And now, obviously, what motherhood will forever be like as he continues to grow. So, jumping into things right away. Really quick, I typically don't make videos without my shirt, but I thought this was cool to see. Like, I have some extra skin, which he likes the sound of when I do this. He likes when I clap in general. Is he, baby? We don't do screen time, so he's kind of like, what is this? But anyways, I have a little activity cube in front of us to keep him a little entertained. Because yeah, I'm working on those core skills so we can get to walking. He's getting heavy. He's over 18 pounds, I'm sure. I haven't weighed him, but last time I weighed him, he was around 17, 14, 18 pounds. When I mean 17, 14, I mean 17 pounds and 14 ounces. Though he was wearing clothes. That was 2 weeks ago, so I'm sure he's heavier now, and he feels heavy. But the nice thing is that he can support himself, so that's great. So because of the fact that he's meeting a lot of these milestones needed to start solids, I'm super stoked because he can sit up by himself without support, even if it's momentarily. It's okay if they need support. He vocalizes. That's not really something that you need to start introducing solids, but he loves to vocalize. He's a little wobbly, but he's okay. So, he chomps. He does this. He shows interest in food. There's a couple other ones I can't remember the tongue thrust. Like, they do that to make sure that anything that is introduced in their mouth, they take it out to avoid from choking. He's kind of lost that, so yay. And we're really waiting to kick things off more formally once we get the okay from the doctor. But basically, under our supervision, we've given him bread, pizza. What else did we give him? Banana. I think that was it. And it was great. It was actually really cool because, baby-led weaning, there's a book I highly recommend. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if you want the title, let me know. Put a comment below. It's really cool. It's a different approach to introducing solids. A lot of times people introduce purees, cereals, purees, and that kind of stuff. And then as the baby gets older, they introduce, small pieces of food. Basically, with baby-led weaning, it's all in control of the baby. And we're not really weaning the baby off of breast milk. Basically, it's just putting food out there for the baby. And if baby is wanting to try the food, play with it, eat it, we'll put it in their mouth, what have you, they have the opportunity to do so at their leisure. So I would never pick anything up and try to put it in his mouth. Though I almost kind of did that yesterday. I was kind of like, nope, I shouldn't do that. It was a blueberry that I smushed, of course, to avoid it being a choking hazard. But I was like, I'm not doing that at home. I'm not about to start it now just so somebody can see what I'm trying to do. I'm like, nope. And we went out for breakfast yesterday, and I didn't do any of the I didn't introduce him to any foods there. I prefer, if I'm going to do that, wait till he's older, just because I don't know what's in the food necessarily. When you eat out, it tends to have a higher content of salt and that kind of stuff. So really, and they don't need that much salt. And the book tells you how much Like, I think it was only 400 milligrams of salt maximum per day for a baby, which is not a lot of salt. So, just something to be mindful of. But it's really exciting because once we really kick this off with the doctor's permission, basically him saying, yeah, you can start them on solids. I want to introduce them to like spaghetti and all kinds of other great stuff. I have some strawberries. I'm gonna start them off with some eggs, some toast. But yeah, and the thing about it is you do big pieces. So if they grab it, I want to show you more or less a bit. Okay, so if you grab it, you make it big enough so that if they grab it, there's still parts left outside their hand that they can still put in their mouth. If it's too small, are you telling them? If it's too small and it's like this, they're gonna gnaw their hand and really not be able to eat up the food. Now, they don't need to have teeth in order to do it. Just by sucking on the vegetables, on the meat, on whatever we're eating, they're getting a lot of the flavors, they're getting a lot of the nutrients. And not only that, but it's really introducing them. A lot of benefits to it is they improve their hand-eye coordination much quicker because of the fact that they have to get food and put it in their mouth. ¿Verdad, mi amor? You want me to flip it around? All right, not that one, that one. No, let's do this side. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm so looking forward to that, and I'm super excited. That being said, we were having some trouble with him taking a bottle, and we just stopped on the bottle. We got a sippy cup I introduced in one of the mall hauls that we did. Actually, the only mall haul that we did. But he actually kind of asked for it, and he recognizes this bottle, and he's just like, I want some, right? So it's really nice. Now, he's only eaten maybe like a couple of ounces from it, ever. But the fact that he's actually eating from it is great because he's gonna be able to drink from a sippy cup, versus, and we're just gonna skip the bottle. There's no versus anything. We're just skipping the bottle entirely. If he wants to drink from my cup, because sometimes there's moments. See, there's moments where he wants to drink out of the cup that I'm drinking. I'll put it up to his lips, and basically, I'm sure the water just goes in and out of his mouth, so I just get like baby backwash in my cup of water. We're not introducing fruit juices. As opposed to like VO8 or something or whatever that's called. Anyways, but yeah, no. So we're not doing juices unless we do them here at home. We don't drink juice ourselves. We do drink soda, but we're not introducing him to soda. We're introducing those as adult beverages and that kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. You plan and you adjust. But yeah, super excited for that because the fact that he's going to be taking a sippy cup. When we bought the sippy cup, you know how it says the age appropriateness, and it says 6 months plus. Since he was 5 months at the time, we're thinking, what's 1 month? And granted, we introduced it so that he can get used to it and is not nervous or scared about it, or he doesn't see it as a foreign object, But the fact that he now recognizes it and asks for it, right, he'll reach out towards it, and he'll play with it a little, he'll drink a little, but the important thing is that it's all on his terms. A lot of these things are on his terms because it really helps them also self-regulate, and they don't tend to overeat, meaning healthier, happier, better relationships with food, and also with food regulation and that kind of thing, because sometimes I know that for me, I was like, they really raised us with finish everything on your plate, and that's still today, I'm like, I'm full, but I still have more food on my plate. And it happens if I'm at a restaurant, I'm kind of like, well, I didn't pay for this food for it to go to waste, like, you know what I mean? But do I want to take it home? Anyways, but yeah. So the baby-led weaning, he's taking the sippy cup. It's small victories. It's really small victories. At first when Victor would show him the sippy cup, he would cry. But now that he's able to ask for it a bit and like reach out for it, and and drink from it a little, is a huge win in our book. Now, another thing that I needed to share with y'all, because there's some parenting like successes and fails. And one of those fails is he fell off the bed. We co-sleep, so he sleeps with us. I left them on the bed with Victor. They were both napping. I'm like, cool, whatever. I actually have 3 pillows stacked on top of each other. They're different pillows too. One's a memory foam, one's a softer pillow, and then the other one's like a super soft pillow. So the thing is that Victor's calling me, and I'm just like, why is he calling me if he's in the room with the baby? Like, this has to be something beyond me that he needs to be calling me for. And well, he called me because the baby was on the floor, and the baby was just like this, looking up at us. And it was so funny. We're like, he didn't cry or anything because of course he landed on the pillows. But then that really started making us think about, okay, he's going to become much more active. So we need to be very proactive in making sure that we leave him where he needs to be when sleeping, or that we safeguard him the best way we can. One of the things that I see some moms do from the Facebook groups that I'm in is they teach their kid to go feet first. Now, the bed is on the floor. We have like the box spring thing of the bed, and then the actual mattress. You know, so it's not, it's a pretty, I think it's it's like 1.5 feet off the ground at most, right? So it's something that we might as well start showing him just in case, because I mean, since you remove the tile, since you remove the carpet from the rooms, it's only concrete, you know, stained concrete. So not pleasant thing to fall down onto. Granted there's a rug, but really like not a lot of protection on the rug. So yeah, so he fell off the bed, but it wasn't a complete fail because of the fact that he didn't get hurt. But still, a little scary still, because you're thinking, oh my goodness gracious, his poor little noggin. But that's basically it. I mean, I feel pretty good. Do I still count down some days and I'm just like, I can't wait for Victor to get home? Yes. Do sometimes does childcare make me feel like I'm the worst mom or like I'm not doing things right? Yes. But you know what? It's all good. We're all alive. We're breastfeeding. We're rocking and rolling. And it really feels a lot easier. Again, if you watch a lot of my beginning videos, I hope that I'm able to capture some of the essence of how down I felt at some points, because it was hard. So if you're one of my brand new mamas, like, stick it out. Like, I promise, it does get easier in different senses. You know what I mean? Like, this fact that we could be playing is so different because of the fact that before, most of the time he was on me, attached to my breast, eating the whole time, and it was just, ugh. But now I can leave him to nap for a couple hours, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. Anyways, so yeah, any questions, anything you want to share? Come on, let's do this. Seriously, we are each other's tribe, especially for me, because my family is 3 hours away from me. It's harder to go back and forth over the weekend, and then especially with the little one and our 3 dogs. So the people that I surround myself with on the internet, but also here in Phoenix, is such a huge support. So seriously, like, wherever you're from, wherever you're watching us from, like, we're all supporting each other. Motherfucking solidarity, all right? So until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye. Alexa, play Canciones para Niños en Español.
Here's a station you might like. Top Country on Amazon Music.
Alexa, play La Gallina Turuleca. Alexa, play La Gallina Turuleca.
La Gallina Turuleca by Canciones Infantiles en Español, starting now on Amazon Music.
Ok, yo aplaudo. ¿Tú te sabes esta canción? Yo conozco una vecina que trae... Oh, there we go.